Hello and welcome to my top 10 games of 2013. Next up, we have number 4 on my list. It's a game I wasn't expecting to put this high on the list at first, but looking back and comparing it to the previous game in this series, I feel like it was a massive improvement, so much so that I'm putting it in my top 4. And that game is Metro Last Light. Now, Metro 2033 was a little bit hit and miss for me because I really loved the art style, the very oppressive sort of story to it, the sort of characters that it had in the game. And it had like a one or two humorous moments within like the very sort of depressing, grim outlook of the game. But the issues I had with 2033 were, first of all, the stealth, which was absolutely horrendous, and the shooting mechanics, which also were equally horrendous. And to a certain point, the enemy AI as well, where it would take hundreds of bullets for you to kill them, but for them to kill you would take like 5. And like the monsters as well were just like way overpowered, some of them. But this game, the developers of this game obviously took a lot of feedback, and in a similar situation with the Far Cry series, where I didn't like Far Cry 2 at all, but the changes for Far Cry 3 were so good that I actually ended up loving Far Cry 3 to a point where it was like one of my favourite games of the year. It's a similar story with this game, where they've kept everything that was good about the last game, which was the setting, the design, the visuals, the story, the interesting characters, and also brought in much tighter gunplay, combat, and stealth that, for the most part, actually worked. And that's really why I'm putting it this high on the list, because of the sheer number of improvements it made over the previous game. Also, what I was mentioning in my previous video was that this game, the end of the game, where it has a similar situation with Bioshock, and there's like a last sort of big battle that happens, and unlike Bioshock Infinite, where it feels like a chore and you just want it to end, with the situation with Metro Last Light, it feels really intense and really sort of heart-stopping, that you kind of don't want it to end, but you understand why it does. But it's so satisfying how this game ends, and it's such a shame that so many people probably skipped this and waited for the much bigger games that came out later on in the year, that for me didn't quite live up to their reputation. But and games like that came out before this, like Bioshock and Tomb Raider and Dead Space, and particularly Dead Space 3, because that game, while it was good, was a little bit disappointing, whereas something like this really stepped up, and just, to those who played it, you know that this is one of the best experiences of the year. And I'm really happy that I didn't pass this up after playing 2033 and not really liking it a whole lot. So yeah, Metro Last Light is my number 4 on this list, and I'm a little bit surprised I'm putting it this high, but I feel like it merited being put quite high on the list, because that that's how surprisingly good it was. So yeah. Okay, and thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for the number 3 entrant on this list, and thanks for watching.